What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and we're going to be talking about MUT 25. It's just one big, huge L right now, and a lot of it has to do with the cards that are being released. Like I said, right now, Endgame Madden, if you go and check out any of my videos from previous years with Endgame Madden, it hasn't always been this bad. The problem is, Theme Team Surge was so good, it was no real reason to go after golden tickets, and everybody has all these abilities, so it's like, what are we even doing right now? Like, what are we doing? It doesn't matter. So with all the new releases that have been coming out, people are just like, yo, gee, what are we supposed to do? Like, all the cards look exactly the same, but my team sucks. You know what I'm saying? And when they say their team sucks, most of my viewers, they have 99 overall teams. It's just the fact that some of the cards just don't do what they're supposed to do. And that's ultimately what it is. So we're going to start off with William Perry. All right. Now, if this is not a slap you to the MUT community, I don't know what it is. Bro, he has escape artist as a halfback. Even if you're one of the most savage double pass players, it makes no sense to create a card like this. I think the person did it just to see if EA would actually allow it. Like, I honestly think that that's the only reason, because I know people are saying, yo, it says improved scrambling speed, so do you get a better jump off the ball with a handoff? No, you have to be a quarterback. Like, running backs don't scramble unless they're doing like a fake pass. Like, the scrambling is made for quarterbacks. So I don't know what the logic behind it is, but I think that the person was just trying to prove a point that the company has no idea what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? This is definitely something that people need to understand, and I'm going to make sure you guys thoroughly understand it. Because why would you do it? Even if the person has no idea what they're doing, it's EA's job to respond like, yo, bro, this is a running back. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're working with the company and you're on the MUT team and somebody's like, yo, let me give, my quarterback avalanche. You got to say, bro, like, put the drugs down and let's talk. Like, why are you putting abilities that go to a quarterback onto a running back, and then also putting like route chems on regular linemen, not out of position linemen, just regular linemen? It gets to the point where just remove the abilities. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're coming from a Madden, like, dude, I've been playing Madden for a while, so it's like, I was there prior and I see where we are now. And abilities, I'm not going to go as far to say that abilities ruin the game, but it certainly changed the way that people play the game. And the people that are now really good, like, it's a very, very advantageous thing. Because when you just go by attributes, like, for instance, right? Numbers like this used to make us so happy. Going go back, like Madden 15, the original Madden 25. These type of numbers would be like, oh my goodness, bro. Like, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Now, it doesn't really have that much to do with the way he's going to play on the field. What really matters is his abilities. So it takes away the whole gist of, yeah, let's look at the attribute. Because the ability is there, so even if he has 0 block shed, if you give him unstoppable force, he's going to shed anyway. So that's what the game has become. So when you're looking at it, it's just really wild that the guy has escape artist. Like, if that doesn't make you like, yo, okay, EA, if that, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, what are you doing right now? Then something's wrong. So now let's continue to go down. They dropped the D tackle. Now this guy is actually good. His only problem is he's a Dallas Cowboy. Like, that's it. Like, everything else about his card is good. But I'm going to tell you this again, right? It does not matter that he gets relentless. And I don't know how many times I have to tell you guys this. Your players are going to play well in certain games, and then they're going to play like absolute crap in other games. It's just the logic and the system of the game. It's nothing you can really do about it. Consistency doesn't, it doesn't exist in the game. It's just like, all right, whatever. But look, I want to make sure, again, that you guys understand. Endgame Madden is usually toxic, but not like this. This is a whole nother animal. I'm trying to tell you guys, bro, and that's why most of the people that pre-order the new Madden, they only play it for a couple months and then they stop playing it. Because Madden is only really good when it first drops. Then they patch it. Then they do things where they patch things that shouldn't have been patched, and then they create other issues with the game because they didn't test it properly, and then now the pros start crying about everything, so they remove certain things that shouldn't have been removed, and then just change the whole game. So it's been a cycle over the last, I would say, going back to like 17, so maybe 8-9 years, where it's a whole cycle of just the game turning into absolute trash. Now, we're going to talk about the fact that EA is so hesitant right now to release the schedule for rookie premieres. I don't even think to date that it's been leaked. They are being very, very tight-lipped, bro. Like, they do not want people to know when the rookie premieres are coming because they already know that we're just waiting to get that completed. And then we may just say, you know what, bro, we ain't playing this game no more. That's still going to affect them, which is why they did say they're going to continue to drop content. Even while they're dropping college football, 26, they're going to still drop MUT 25 content. They are letting us know they need us to continue to engage in the game. They got to pay bills, bro. They need their sponsorships. You know what I'm saying? It's just the fact of where the game is right now. It just doesn't make sense because a theme team surge player should not be able to compete with the golden ticket player. And that was their mistake. So what they'll do now is in the future, they're going to probably nerf Theme Team Surge if they bring it back next year to where it doesn't even matter anymore. Because that's what they do. They'll give you the same promo, but then they'll nerf it. Like what they did with Genki Force. Genki Force was actually good last year. They made it trash this year because it was too OP last year. So the cycle just keeps going. And it is what it is. So now that you guys have seen those two cards, some of you guys that are still engaging with the game and the challenges and stuff like that, yo, G, what's up with the Ultimate Legends? Well, there are several of them that dropped today. I think like 4. Are they good? Probably not. But it doesn't really matter about that. You know what I'm saying? If you got a theme team and you're trying to see what's good, you're going to probably get it, right? So this limited right here with Brian Dawkins that gets the built-in Enforcer Supreme, I gotta tell you, bro, like, just based on the way that I'm looking at this, bro, like, I don't know. Like, I guess he's a decent card. You know what I'm saying? Because he does get the 3. It's just like, yo, what's the point, though? Because there's so many cards with the same ability. If you're an Eagles fan, okay, cool, you know, grab them, whatever. But it's just no differences in the cards. And that's the thing. I get that they're 99s, right? We all get that. But they can't all be the same. That's pretty much what the problem is. Like, they just can't all be the same, and that's what's creating the issue. This card, honestly, is a top tier card, but versus a theme team surge player with similar abilities, why would you overspend for this? That's why the market is the way that it is right now, because there's logically no reason to do it. Why would you do it? And this is one of those things where it's like, all right, you know, what's the next move, G? What are we doing? All we are doing, boys, is buying time. There's literally nothing else going on. We're pretty much buying time, bro. But in the meantime, we got to see if they actually drop somebody where they're a good player. So, Joe Horn being dropped as a limited. I have no idea who wants Joe Horn wide receiver. But, again, it is what it is. So, those are the limiteds. And they did drop 2 other players. I don't know. Did they make them all gray? I know that this guy, 97, that's a 97 version. So, I don't really know the other 2. I guess we could probably go based on the set, because those are limiteds, and then, you know, they'll be the top cards for the actual the sets right here. So it's Luke Kuechly and Marshall Faulk. So those are the other 2 cards. And again, you know, what are we doing with those cards? There's so many other cards that are way better. Like, what are we doing right now? It's like, dude, what's actually happening? No matter what these cards get, their prices are not going to exceed a certain amount, and you just have to make sure that you're not buying them early. Why would you give this guy film study for 0? Like, why? Dude, it desyncs the games. Why would you give him that? Why is EA doing whatever they can to destroy everything that we're trying to do? I don't understand it. One big fat L. But it doesn't really matter, though. You know why? We're just waiting for rookie premieres, and then we're going to do the whole cycle again because something is wrong with us. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.